Hello and welcome to Yes Your Grace Snowfall. This is the demo version, and by the way, this is coming to Steam where you can play it. Oh yes, you can play the demo through the link in the description, and it should be there already by the time you see this video. If it isn't, then it will be there within the next few hours, and otherwise, let's start a new game. Hello from Brave at Night, thank you for trying out the demo. We hope you will enjoy your time in Davern. If you have any thoughts on the game after playing, we'd love to hear from you. You can join our Discord to chat with us. Now put on your crown and let's see how well you can keep this kingdom together. And now this, no offense right now, yeah, but this developer is so incredibly impressive. Really, really impressive. Anyway, let's continue.
What's the difference between a common man and a king? Both make mistakes, but a king's decisions affect the lives of many. One decision in particular still weighs heavy on the heart of the King of Davern. This story starts with a pledge to bestow the hand of his unborn daughter. Years passed, until one day the barbarians came, demanding what had been promised. To protect Lorsulia, ERYK invited his wealthy neighbors to forge an alliance. Perhaps it was King Talus's desperate search for a book to cure his wife that enticed him to visit. A deal was struck that sealed the fate of Lorsulia, an army in exchange for a wedding to Talus's son. Amidst the splendor of the wedding, King Talus took a fatal sip from a tainted chalice. In the heat of the moment, King ERYK was accused of murder. With the promised armies withdrawn and Lorsulia whisked away to the faraway capital of Atana, ERYK found himself embroiled in a royal trial and proved his innocence. With Atana's forces ready to help, ERYK marched his army to defeat the hordes of barbarians once and for all. But the battle revealed Davern's true enemy, Prince Ivo of Atana, who ignored the signal to join the battle. By sheer luck, ERYK emerged victorious, but the victory tasted bitter upon his tongue. To ERYK's despair, Lorsulia was now in the hands of a traitor. Nothing could have been done to prevent the inevitable. The murder of ERYK's daughter marked the beginning of countless witch hunts. Ivo used her image as an excuse to cleanse the land of Davern by fire as his armies descended upon Grevno Castle. The siege of Grevno lasted for weeks and shook its walls to their core. But at last, ERYK's wit, bravery, and enduring alliances brought the conflict to an end. Ivo was put to justice, and Davern enjoyed peace for the first time in months. The slow process of healing and rebuilding had begun. But in the archives of Grevno, a certain rare book still lies in wait. It will fuel a new wave of deceit.
I hope that this overview was to your satisfaction, Your Grace. I still have many details to write up, and thus this is only the beginning. Would you like to answer my questions now, or would you rather have me fill in the blanks? Alright, so obviously this is basically, relating to Yes Your Grace 1, the original, and yeah, obviously that cutscene. Big spoilers if you haven't seen Yes Your Grace 1, so hopefully you saw my little warning screen before actually continuing with this video, because maybe you've already played the game, maybe you've already seen a playthrough of it. Well, whatever the case, I'll say 1 here. Not to worry, Your Grace, if you can't remember some details, just let me know and I'll bridge the gaps. Let's begin. Tell me about Queen Aurelia. Did you ever go through with the ritual to help her conceive a male heir? Yes, I did actually decide to go through with the ritual, but I think she did become pregnant, but I actually don't remember whether she was pregnant with a male heir. I did go through with the ritual, though. And what about the heir? Aha, okay, I actually have no idea. I can't remember. I actually cannot remember. So I'll say a baby girl. The ritual didn't go as planned and a girl was born. Not long after, the queen also gave birth to a little boy. Everything worked out in the end. Next, what about your middle daughter, Asalia? What happened when you found out about her secret love for a Radovian girl? I let her go with Maya, actually. Of course, who can stand in the way of love? Asalia went to explore the world with Maya, and what happened with our little sweet pea Princess Sadani? She survived the final battle. Yes, I remember that very, very vividly, that she did survive. The king made sure that Sadani was safe, of course. It was the bear that helped, correct? I'm actually not entirely sure about that. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm going to say, yeah, sure, she had a bear. And she loves this bear to bits. On that note, let us review the fate of the other royal agents. What happened to Stan, your loyal general? He survived the war. I think he survived the war. Thanks to the mining equipment, we didn't have to risk anyone's life. And now, what about our witch? I think she survived as well. I actually think that every single one of our people survived, but I could be wrong about that. So don't quote me on this, because it was a long time ago. It was years and years ago that I played the first one. Now, Your Grace, do you remember the royal trial? It was held to determine who poisoned King Talus. Who did you accuse? I believe it was, I think it was Lord Etten, wasn't it? Or was it the Dragon Slayer? I think it was Lord Etten. His involvement with dangerous files and the dispute about oracle dust seemed to make him the most likely suspect. Naturally, this all led to our war with Etana, but you had an ally come to help you in the end, did you not? I actually don't remember. I thought we stood by ourselves, actually. I think? I don't know. What became of King Bayron of Radovia? I actually have no idea what happened with this. I am... Ooh, yeah, I don't know. I think I killed him. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm, as I say, I don't know, but it's going to be interesting nevertheless. And finally, speaking of our enemy, there was no way you could have saved your daughter Losulia from the evil Prince Evo. What retribution did you choose for him? I executed him, I think. No mercy for the Prince of Lies. May his filthy soul be damned for his unforgivable crimes. And we are done. I know some of these events can't have been a pleasure to recall, Your Grace, but it's important we set the record accurately. Nonetheless, it's been a year since the battle with Etana. Many things have happened since. A newborn baby, new allies in trouble, a new threat arising, cold months approaching. And the flames that keep everyone warm at night still rage in the king's mind. Your Grace, everyone is getting impatient. I will just grab something warm and put on the crown. Alright. And so this is obviously teaching us how to do things. So we're gonna obviously interact with the crown. I'm gonna put on that. I absolutely love the animations in this game, by the way. I don't know whether you've noticed, but every single animation, do you see the way that he picked up the crown just there? I felt like that was extremely fluid for a game like this. It's 2D, and you would think, oh yeah, you know, it's gonna be simple. But no, it looked so intricate. Anyway, trouble keeps coming to our door, doesn't it? Yeah, it sure does. It sure does. Alright, so we can go over here, and what is this? Is this like a... Yeah, this is... Ah, yeah. This is like a fur of some kind. I have my own family to take care of. He is an old friend, though. I don't even know who he is, who he's even talking about, but I guess we're going to find out. So let's go on and get through to the throne room, I assume. Are we going into the throne room? No, actually not. It's just like the meeting room or something. ERYK! And what? Any thoughts? Hang on, lad. Honestly, if I knew it would end like this, I wouldn't have come here. I've no idea how he found your castle. I didn't want to endanger your family. You're putting us in a tough spot here, Jakob. Without your help, we will be forced to give up our lands to Kavka. So he sent us some wine. Maybe it's a gesture of goodwill. I'm at war with Kavka, and you're really willing to drink this? What if it's poisoned? Clearly he knew I was coming here. He's always 2 steps ahead, as cunning as he is wealthy. Unless you want him as your neighbor, we should work together. ERYK, a moment. I told you this isn't just a friendly visit. Old friends don't just appear out of nowhere, not wanting anything. You don't have to help him. I feel like we're already in this mess. Am I supposed to let him bleed out? The prince and I also need your help. He is not getting any better. Of course I'm worried about our son. Jakob is not wrong though. Next thing you know, Kavka comes for us. What then? Is it not better to let Jakob deal with him instead of waging a full-blown war? And he brings his son with him. Is that to try and sway us? Like we don't have enough kids around. But you said I would be able to look through the books after this. Zero, just give us a moment. Maybe later. ERYK, have you made up your mind? I guess we're gonna have a look-see here. I think we should probably help, in my opinion, but Aurelia doesn't think so. Aurelia doesn't think so. Usually she's got a pretty good judgment from what I can remember. So not sure. Is everything all right? I've heard the prince isn't doing the best. He will get out of it, right? The things we do for family, huh? I don't actually have any men or resources to help you. We will have to play it smart. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say I want to help him, okay? I want to help him just purely because I think that, I don't know, I have a bad feeling about Kavka, to be honest. I have a bad feeling about that guy. So who knows? Maybe, I don't know, maybe. Okay, fine, we're gonna play it smart. You have to find a way to provoke him and lead him straight to Grevno. Once he gets here, we will ambush from an outpost and crush him against the walls. But the wall. The Queen has a fair point. After your war with Etana, there doesn't seem to be much wall left. Don't worry, by the time you get there and back, the wall will be fixed. Fair. I hope I can count on you. One last thing. Can I leave my son with you? He will be safer here, and besides, it's difficult to travel with him. ERYK. Is that Sadani actually? Or is it... no, it must be Sadani, right? She's coming! She's coming! Who's coming? Not now, Sadani. It is! Oh, wow, she was really, really small the last time we saw her in the first game. She's coming! Who's coming? It must be Asalia, right? Asalia must be coming back. Can we be done now? I've got this. I appreciate it, ERYK. Later that day. Alright, Grevno week 1, here we go. This is the first time we're seeing our throne room after a long time. Big plans, Your Grace, big plans. Lord Jakob's visit wasn't in our favor, but we will manage. Nonetheless, duty calls. The people of Davin will queue in the throne room to petition you. Many are struggling since our war with Etana. There is not always enough to go around. Let us hope for a smooth week then. Don't worry, I'm here to help, and, oh, Your Grace, after we've dealt with the petitioners, please see the General in the council room. I believe he has some information regarding possible outpost sites. Alright, possible outpost sites. Alright, good. So, we just select this to select an object we want to interact with, and so on and so forth. That's absolutely fine. We can obviously do this. As you can see, you can interact with a variety of different people here. And otherwise, for me personally, we're just going to continue with the petitioners. And with the first one just so happens to be our wife. Don't fret, darling. The decision has been made. We will work it out. I suppose new company might be good for Sadani. Can you check on her? She's so excited about her sister visiting, and we kind of brushed her off. Of course, my beloved. Oh yes, before I leave, what do you want to do with the wine? Ooh, that's an interesting... That's exactly what this game does. We've been told and warned by Jakub that potentially it's poisoned. And I think that's quite funny, because if you think about it, what if it is poisoned? I don't think it's a good idea. I think I'm going to dispose of it. As Jakub said, the wine might be poisoned. I don't want to risk anything. That's a shame. Then again, not like I can have any anyway. I will let the servants know. That's my cue. I will feed them and maybe try to get some sleep. Good luck out there. Alright, so, yeah, I mean, here's the thing, yeah? Sure, you know, it's wine. Fine, it's definitely going to be a shame to, you know, dispose of it. However, the problem is, what if it is actually poisoned? You can't tell, you know, you don't know. So if it is poisoned, there's going to be so much more damage done than if we were to not drink it. Because it is wine after all, it isn't like it is food or something like that we desperately need or something, you know? Anyway, let's continue. Your Grace, I come beseeching some aid. With the cold wet weather, our fence posts don't hold up like they used to. Well, last night I woke up to find all my livestock gone a-roaming. Pigs, sheep, cattle, can't find a one. And I'm a farmer, see? So it's a sorry situation. Please, Your Grace, spare some strong hands to help round up all our stock. Alright, so to help a petitioner, fill up the scenario board to the first green point. So you use A and D to select an agent, then press this to send them. So here's the thing. You can only send one agent, as far as I'm aware, dependent on how many times they have available. So how many charges they have available. So, for example, we could send Stan or we can send Alina. I think we're probably just going to be sending Stan here. I think that makes the most sense. I can send him again, or I can send both of them, as you can see. So I actually have no idea. How much do I actually need to be able to do this? Because here's the thing. We have 2 more petitioners. Yeah, I guess we'll just do this. Prosperity plus 15. This sounds urgent indeed. I hope this will be enough to help you. Ah, Your Grace, all my thanks. In hard times, a ruler's true legacy is forged forsooth. Our little village won't soon forget this. Hold C to view the happiness and prosperity levels. Okay, yeah, so as you can see right here, we've got 50 out of 100 happiness and 15 out of 100 prosperity. We actually just gained 15 prosperity, so that's pretty good. And obviously we have the threat meter there. We're going to have to be very wary of that as time goes on. And our influence is very low at the moment, only 40 out of 800, but hopefully we're going to get some more. Ah, it's a disaster, Your Grace. All the little ones. The children in our village have fallen sick, Your Grace. They've all come up with spots. A rash? Yes, always the same one. First a big red patch, then lots of little spots. Then comes in fever, the itching. Please, Your Grace, the parents are all beside themselves. Your Grace, this is the perfect task for our witch. She's very skilled at treating illnesses. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to be putting her to work on this. As you can see, we actually need to do, we need to send her twice to be able to make this work. I probably could have done the other one with just Stan, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, our court witch is well versed in sickness and medicine. She will surely ease the pain. Your Grace is a merciful ruler indeed. Our bitter winter is to come, but the smallest of us still need care. Thank you, Your Grace. Your kindness will bring ease to the children. Helping petitioners and completing your quests will increase your influence. Full influence bar will increase your kingdom level. Well, I don't know what kingdom level does, but hopefully that's going to be beneficial in some way or another. Please hear me out, Your Grace. A vicious storm blew through our township last night, snapping pines like they were toys. Now there is a real mess. Fallen trees everywhere, roofs smashed in. In the end, perhaps it will make for plenty of firewood, but we need help to clean up and make repairs, Your Grace. We're short of tools, but even some food would help. Please lend us your support. Alright, so we can now give dried rations if we want to do that. Plus 10 versus food. That doesn't really do much, hilariously enough. So let's actually just do this, but we have to do it by the looks of things, as you can see right there. We have to apply every single person that we have, as well as the food. Here, I hope this will be enough for you. Thank Perun, and thank your grace. Our prayers are answered. We will come back all the stronger in honor of our king. And there we have it. You can step down from the throne by pressing F. There we go. Very nice indeed. Oh yes. I cannot wait to play the full game. I really cannot. Okay, so we can now see exactly where we need to go to, right? So let's actually go... I can't actually go out there, can I? Okay, let's go out this way then. Alright, so this fellow has a quest for us right here. We can actually even take a look at our inventory. As you can see, this is what we currently have available. We just got our agents here. We have no items, of course. And we're going to speak to this guy. Okay, what's our plan to help Lord Jakob? Ah, Your Grace, it's great to see you. I have an update on our plan to help Lord Jakob. Okay, well, let's... why is Baron Kavka at war with Lord Jakob, actually? Let's ask that. I've had so many details to keep track of, I want to be certain I understand his position. Baron Kavka has been aggressively expanding trade routes to support his wine business. He's building a major trade route that will connect him directly with our enemies in Atana. It goes right through Lord Jakob's lands, leaving him stranded from a trade perspective. I think it's his late wife's property. I'm not sure, but seems the land has a sentimental value to him. A strong trade relationship between Kavka and Atana will surely leave us at a disadvantage as well. Okay, well, let's hear the details. We need to ensure Kavka doesn't know he's walking into a trap. Did you manage to finesse my plan? Certainly. We need to gather a few basic supplies to create an outpost, so we can drive Kavka right where we want him. I found 3 sites that could be suitable. Each has its own strengths and weaknesses. Take a look at your map and mark the location you wish us to prepare. I'll take care of the rest. We have 3 weeks to decide. Here, these supplies should be a good starting point. And of course, the wall. The wall, yes. What do we need? The master builder is waiting for you at the construction site. He'll be able to provide more details. It might be tough, but with a little bit of luck, we can do it in time. Alright, so we've now unlocked the map, and that allows me to have a look at it. So as you can see, there are points of interest that will be displayed, and the first 3 visible points of interest indicate the 3 outpost sites. We can use this to select a place of interest and explore it. Very cool. Okay, so we got the Curvy Thicket, the Northern Footbridge, and the Straw Village. I have no idea. Where do we want to go, actually? What do we want to do? Because I'm thinking to myself right now... we need to speak to someone, don't we? That's the thing. Can I actually have a look? Yeah, here we go. Alright, so what I want to do... We need to speak to Sadani, don't we? Sadani is very excited for her sister Asalia's return, and the king said he might be able to help her plan a welcome. She can usually be found in the council chamber. Okay, helping an old friend. General asked us to gather resources. Yes, that's absolutely fine. Master Builder had an update for us. Okay, that's absolutely fine. And as you can see, we've helped absolutely every single person so far. This is actually really cool that they allow us to see exactly what has transpired. I really like that, because that definitely, it really gives you like a a cool bit of nostalgia to go over later in the playthrough when you are looking back and you're thinking, oh yeah, that guy, he got me, you know, he swindled me pretty hard right there, you know, that kind of thing. I think that's pretty fun. Anyway, so Sadani is obviously here, so we're going to be speaking to her. Hello, Mai. I think I used to call her Pumpkin, if I recall correctly. Pumpkin? Father, you would embarrass me in front of our guests? At ease, Pumpkin. Yes, Father? Are you preparing for Asalia's arrival? I hear you have had a letter from your sister. Wait, you knew? Asalia is visiting us in 8 weeks. Should I get her a pet? A sword. That's too grand. She'll think I care. It's Asalia we're talking about. It has been so long and there is so much pressure. Well, what about challenging her to a duel? No, you could perform a song? You do have a nice voice. Your sister would be proud. No, that would not be special enough. It must be something truly grand, something unforgettable that screams Asalia. And luckily, I also have Taimo to help me. We could read her a book. How about this one? Taimo, this is serious. She won't be impressed by that. Be nice to your guest, Pumpkin. I'm sorry, it's all just very stressful. What if I tell you a little bit about Asalia? She's adventurous, rides bisons, fights with swords. She loved to do various pranks too. Yes, indeed. She sure did. I remember that. I very much remember that. Sadani was very small at the time, which is quite... I think that's very cute. Anyway, okay, so let's actually have a look here. So, Lord Jakob's only child, rather clumsy and shy. He's in the care of the royal family while his father is away defending their estates. Okay, good to know. Right. So, we should probably take a look and actually see... I feel like the curvy thicket could be really good to build the outpost. But let's actually just have a look at each one of these. Okay, so we can now explore these places. So, let's do that. Alright, the curvy thicket is a maze to the enemy, but well known to us. If we build an outpost in the thicket, our soldiers can hide themselves among the trees. Yeah, that's kind of what I actually thought might be pretty good, and attack when the enemy rides through, pushing them towards our walls. The drawback is that this is the furthest location from our castle. It will take longer to push Kafka towards the wall. The woods are also challenging from a visibility standpoint. Total chaos seems just as likely as success, to be frank. Still, time is short and supplies are few. Choosing this site would be better than nothing. Right. Okay, so in other words, we can reset this and then go somewhere else? Or we can say no to this site. Can I reset this? Doesn't seem like it actually. Can I not go somewhere else actually? It doesn't seem like I can actually go anywhere else for this. Ooh. I don't really want to do it, to be honest. I think it's good. Once we gather enough supplies, we'll consider the other areas. Okay, thank you. Right, okay. So the footbridge is probably, I'm thinking at least, I feel like the footbridge might be really good because this is indeed a bottleneck situation. So I'm thinking maybe that's nice. Let's try and explore it and see what happens. Lord Jakob will cross the northern footbridge and Kafka's army will shortly follow. If our armies lie in wait on the riverbank, we'll be able to surprise the enemy and control their direction. The thick canes and grass should provide us with more than enough of a hiding spot. This location looks like a good choice for the outpost, even though it requires a little more work to prepare. The location is not far, but the mud and the cold might prove challenging. Okay, unfortunately we don't have enough things. We don't have enough resources to be able to make this work either. So we could have made it work with the other place. But we can't make this one work just yet. Okay, what about the Straw Village then? Let's have a look at that. During the last year's war, Atana left nothing but a field of despair. Rumors say the village is haunted, filled with old rags and bones. It might take some extra convincing for our men to stay at this location. Kafka's army might not be aware of these rumors, but surely even they won't think to try to look through the rubble. The location is closest to Grevno, meaning it will be the easiest to push the enemy towards the wall. And this requires even more. Does that mean that this is the best one? Or does that mean that it's just the most difficult? I actually have no idea. But yeah, we can go to Grevno's outskirts now. No, that's already explored. Okay, and there's Grevno Castle, of course, that's already explored too. Alright, so I'm gonna go and see the Master Builder now. Oh, okay, apparently that's... apparently that's not the right way. Let's not go that way then, shall we? And here is the Builder. Your Grace? Well, how does it look? It seems these repairs will never end. The war with Etana caused a great deal of damage to Grovno's defenses, Your Grace. Rebuilding something grand for the second time is always a challenge, but our dedication to the effort is paying off. The wall and its garrisons will soon gleam good as new. That is just as I hope to hear. I will certainly sleep better when Grovno is behind strong walls again. To say nothing of our plan to ambush Lord Jakob's enemies. Without the wall, we'll fail. Speaking of, there's just a small, tiny problem, Your Grace. Of course, let's hear it. The recent limestone deliveries are thinner and thinner. We're missing some rocks that would help us build the whole thing. No need to worry, it's nothing huge. We just need 3 tons and it will be done. I'm sure the king has the right connections. Very well, I will see what can be done. The yellow next turn button is an indication that all required tasks have been completed. Press and hold this to progress to the next week. Alright, let's do it. Prosperity level can be used to collect taxes. Higher prosperity will make people more willing to support their king. You can of course demand more from them at the cost of reducing their happiness. Unused prosperity will go towards your influence, so make sure you distribute it wisely. Alright, well, they haven't actually told me what the kingdom level actually does, because if the kingdom level is significantly powerful to increase, then it may very well be a better idea to literally just do whatever, you know, and just leave the prosperity as much as possible. But, of course, we are going to need to, well, we need to increase happiness. But I need gold. Okay, let's see. How much? Okay, so if I do this... gonna go for 30. I'll go for 30 gold. There we go, 30 gold. And I can increase happiness by doing what? How do I increase it? What does this actually do? I'm spending prosperity to increase happiness, is that true? Yeah, apparently that's true. Okay, well I'm gonna increase happiness to round about there, I guess. And I'm pretty happy with that. There we go. Here you can pass various laws of Davern. Your kingdom level will determine how many laws you'll be able to pass. Every kingdom level will allow you to pass a law. Aha! So there you go. That is exactly what I'm talking about. So that means... So, it depends what kind of things... Ooh, we can actually get a number of very cool things here. So... The protection of various sacred sites all around Davern will be welcomed by those who practice witchcraft and herbalism, so witches' weekly cost will be reduced to 18. In times of adversity, there's no better way to uplift spirits than organizing a simple feast for those who are struggling, and Queen Aurelia will throw a feast and will gain plus 20 max prosperity. And then we also have enhanced trade routes, which is currently a work in progress. So obviously we don't currently have any points right now, but it's nice to see the potential for this tree. And in this tab, you can view your royal agents. They are an important part of keeping your populace happy. You can enlist new ones, heal them if they get wounded, and be sure to pay their salary to refresh their agent deeds. Right, okay, so unfortunately, I actually don't even have enough to be able to pay them, which is hilarious. So I am actually going to need to go back and collect more taxes, which is actually quite funny. I might even need to reset everything, amusingly enough. So I guess I'm just going to be collecting even more taxes than I anticipated. We're going to have to take even more than I thought. So I guess I'll just take 52. I mean, you know, I'll take whatever. And I'm apparently just going to be leaving the happiness the way it is, or just increasing it a little bit. I can demand taxes now. That's going to reduce happiness by a dramatic amount, as you can see right there. So we're just going to leave it the way it is, I suppose. And that's how it's going to have to be. Unfortunately, we're not getting any kingdom level experience at all, which is obviously a bit of a problem. But we're going to have to pay our agents, because otherwise our petitioners will be very unhappy. So let's pay him. As you can see, we paid him, and let's pay her as well. And they've both got all of their deeds refreshed, which is exactly what we wanted. So that's wonderful. Okay, at the marketplace, you can buy items that will help you keep your petitioners happy. Alright, so this is obviously very problematic as well. I have very little money, as you can see. There's limestone. 1 ton of limestone. I need... How funny. I need 3 tons, and as you can see, I have 16 in cash right now. So technically I could buy 1 ton at least, but that would basically be all that I could really do. I'd have 10 gold remaining, which might be enough for something. But there's a number of other things that could be potentially useful here as well for petitioners. I will be buying 1 ton here, and then I will just continue onward. And that's how it's gonna have to be. In the transactions panel, you can see an overview of this week's transactions. You can use the clear tab button on each screen to start distributing your resources again. Right. Okay. Yeah. No, I think I'm fine with this. I think I'm okay. I have no idea. As I say, I'm doing this completely blind. I have no idea what's going to happen. So let's just cross our fingers and hope that we're not going to get completely and utterly massacred by whatever requests we have to face. I wonder how Taimo is adjusting. He still seems so shy with me. Sadani should look after him, but it seems like her head is in the clouds a bit, and my hands are full. I will look in on him if I can find a moment. Alright, so we're gonna go and speak to Taimo by the looks of things. Okay, the queen always thinks about others and leaves herself until last. I better see how she is managing as well. Alright, yeah, we'll do that, we'll do that. Okay, let's just talk with all of these people. I come with a serious matter, Your Grace. My name is Yanka. I trade in all kinds of trinkets and artifacts. Most recently, rare creatures. Let me guess, goblins, griffins. How do I put this? The swans have stolen my lions. You have my attention. This sounds like it will be good. Let me guess. The swans breathe fire, the lions can fly. No, no, no. There's a real explanation, Your Grace. You know the swans, right? The famous bandit gang? I was transporting some lions for a lord when the swans ambushed me on the road. Now my lions are gone. Oh, really? Okay, lions? I didn't think there were lions in Davern. It was a delivery job from Calador, Your Grace. I thought we'd be daring enough to attack. I mean, who'd be daring enough to attack a cart full of snarling lions? As it turns out, the swans were. Lions are extremely valuable, after all. And where do I come in? You're the lion wrangler, Yanka. How do you expect me to be able to help? At least 3 lions escaped their cage when the swans attacked my cart. All I ask is that you keep an eye out for them. If your agents ever spot one, make sure to let me know exactly where. I will handle the rest and compensate you for your effort and time. The local inn north of here could be a good place to start the search. Surely someone's seen something, or you could try looking for them on your own. I will see what can be done. Appreciate it. Find me at the wall if you ever need anything, Your Grace. I will gladly show off my repertoire of trinkets and other useful items. Alright, so a new place of interest has now been discovered. Very good. Okay, that sounds like a hilarious quest. I really need your help, Your Grace. A disease is spreading through my village. An illness? What are the symptoms? Dangerous beliefs. Some wandering priests from Atana showed up about a month ago. They made themselves comfortable in the town hall and began preaching. At first, the other council members and I decided to be tolerant. Let people hear all ideas and decide for themselves, right? But before you know it, people began spouting strange ideas. People have changed in ways I couldn't imagine. The faith of Atana corrodes our community like a disease. Your Grace, some wars are fought with weapons, and others with ideas. You must help drive out these evil priests. I might have something to help with this. This is a request that could improve your reputation. Allocating more resources and reaching the bonus state will result in a higher prosperity reward. Oh, good to know. Right, okay. We've got 2 more people. I can't put Stan on this the entire time, can I? As you can see, look at him. I literally cannot put... Okay, I can put him on twice and then her on once, and we are then fine. Let's do it. Of course, we will do all we can to support you. Thank you so much, Your Grace. We must all band together now. The King's army makes us strong, but our values make the people of Davin who we are. Alright, and now we got an old fellow here. Your Grace, it's awful. Our most special pig has fallen ill. He's not even eating. Don't pigs eat everything? This is no ordinary pig. Councilman Porcius is a special pig, one who occupies an important seat among our village elders. If we don't treat his illness, we won't be able to have our vote. Please help, Your Grace. Let's see if we have enough to help you. Our resources are limited, I'm sorry. It depends. Sure. He's got an illness, so I'm going to assume the witch is going to be good here. And as you can see, have we already gotten to the... Oh, we didn't even get the extra prosperity for that other thing. Oh, I completely messed up. Oh well, never mind. We got prosperity plus 35 for that. That's pretty nice. I hope this will be useful. Oh, thank you, Your Grace. Okay, there we go. And now we got this guy. Your Grace, hear me out. I know people don't usually care for cats, but I love mine. The farmer next to me started luring her inside and feeding her whatever garbage he wants. She comes home less and less often, and when she does, she gets fatter and fatter. I know that with winter on its way, it sounds like a luxury problem, but I'm worried about her nutrition. Please, send somebody to deal with my neighbor, or give me something that will help me talk him out of it. This does not sound serious, so I'm gonna have to... You know what? I'm gonna have to decline, sir. At the end of the day, it's only a cat... Okay, no offense. I understand that people feel very, very close to their pets. I myself do. However, the cat is being fed a lot, and I'm pretty sure it's very happy. So I'm not really considering this to be a case that you would bring before the king. I feel like this guy should literally just go to his neighbor and just go, hey, you know what? Please just stop feeding my cat as much. How about that? I don't know. I mean, is it just me? People come here with far more serious matters. Don't waste my time. I don't know what to say. You're right. My apologies for wasting your time. I will be on my way, Your Grace. That's the thing, though. I don't think... See, that's the thing. Okay. I completely understand if he is having a problem or if he's having some kind of issue and he needs help with it. Maybe he needs some counsel. Maybe he has no friends or whatever. And maybe he needs someone to talk to about that issue. However, it is a very minor issue. It is not a cause for concern. There is no... you know, escaped lions, there isn't a disease or something that could potentially kill people, you know, it's a problem of his cat being overfed, which, yes, sure, if it dies from being overfed, then of course that's a problem. However, it is indeed something that he should probably deal with himself. Huh. What's that? I don't even know what that is. Let's speak to Tymo then, I guess. I've heard so much about Davin. I can't wait to find out more. Yes, Father? Your mother wanted me to check on you. Are you kids behaving? Oh, good thing you're here, Father. I have an idea how to give Asalia a proper welcome. Do you want to see? Of course, Pumpkin. Give me your best. Tymo, just like we practiced. You got this. Yes, would you... I like water. So close, let me try. It's not fair, you caught me off guard. Ahem. Your Grace, what a long day it has been. If you could... if you could pass me this mug, Your Grace. Oh, I am so thirsty. This is a prank. Now, would you like me to pour you some wine, milady? Or is there a chance you expected something to happen with the mug? Oh, we forgot to put water inside. This is too hard. We should have stuck to reading. You're right, this is not good enough. Father, what did you think? Would that impress Asalia when she gets here? I should probably... I'm not sure. I mean, if they had filled it with water and it had actually worked, I'm not entirely sure what they were intending to do, to play a prank on us or something like that, maybe? I'm not entirely sure, but I guess I will say, are you worried? Your sister will just be happy to see you. Don't worry too much about trying to impress her. Besides, are you sure you want to welcome your sister with a prank? She always calls me Little Dumpling in her letters. It's been over a year since she went adventuring. I need to prove to her I'm not so little anymore. Asalia was the queen of pranks. The only way is to beat her at her own game. You've given me plenty to think about. Thank you, Your Grace. Let's go, Taimo. Time to see if we can come up with something more sophisticated. Maybe we could ask Domovoy for help. Father told me he can be responsible for all sorts of misfortunes in the household. We will need to prepare some offering. Sometimes I feel like you know more about Davin than I do. Tell me more. Alright, okay. Well, it seems like the answer that I gave was relatively compassionate, at least. So that's what I always try to do. We always try to be as, or at least I try to be as benevolent as I can. Because of course you can play it any number of ways. You can play it however you like. But for me personally, I like to play it benevolent. Here's my little sweet pea, my little Losulia II, Aurelia II, Amelia of Davin. I feel... Shall we name... We should do it Losulia II, right? We tried for so long and then suddenly it's like you can't catch a break. Either surviving the war makes you more frivolous, or the fact that nowadays there are fewer children in the castle to ruin the night. Alright, well, that's the thing. Do I want to wake her up? She's sleeping right now. Here's my strong little bear, my little ERYK II, Edward, or Ernest. I don't really think I'm gonna call him Eric. What about Ernest? We have been so lucky this past year. Not one, but two little potatoes, and a king successor at last. I'm actually not entirely sure. Did the ritual actually work beforehand? I think the ritual actually did work beforehand and I just misremembered. Alright, well, let's speak to our wife now. Love? I wanted to see how you're doing. Oh, you startled me. I must have dozed off. I'm sorry to wake you, darling. It's alright. It's the little one. He can't get comfortable. How is Ernie holding up? How are you holding up? I hope there's a way we can heal his ailment. No one knows, correct? It's not easy to keep this a secret. People talk. Jakob already knows something is up. Apart from the doctor, it's just us. But it's especially difficult with Sedani around. Can you imagine if people found out? Ugh, I prefer to focus on solutions. At last, a throne successor. I never imagined we'd end up with two tiny ones, though. It's funny. You try for an heir for years, and then they come out like buns from the oven. A girl and a boy. But we should have known that damn ritual would have consequences. Stay safe, darling. We've been through so much. We will get through this as well. The wall is getting ready, the outpost is almost set up. Once we deal with Jakob and Kavka, you and the prince will have my full attention. I know it's hard to juggle the needs of the kingdom with the needs of our family. You're right. We will get through it. Take care, honey. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we've checked in with all of our family members now, and all that is left to be done is go to the wall, I think. Do I need to actually give them the limestone myself? I'm going to assume maybe I do. Okay, so let's have a look and see what the builder has. I have the limestone. How much did you say you needed? Yeah, I know he needs 3 tons. It seems like you've not ordered enough. Oh, really? Okay, so I need exactly 3 before we can actually give it to him. So I basically just wasted 6 gold, because it would have been better for me to wait until I actually had all of the money that I needed, because otherwise it's just a waste, you know what I mean? I might as well have bought something else to actually make things a little easier for us. But anyway, dirty side roads is over there, and the sleazy weasel. Okay, what is the sleazy weasel? I have no idea what this is. This is the lion wrangler. This is going to cost me 4 supplies to be able to do that. We do gain some prosperity from this though. This is going to cost me 6 supplies, and this is going to cost me 4. Alright, so we're going to probably explore... we'll explore the sleazy weasel. The king's men found the sleazy weasel, a local tavern. Surprisingly, it had beautiful dark timber ceilings and hanging flowers. Not sleazy at all. No weasels to be seen either. The innkeeper did not seem very happy to have royal units come marching in. What do you want here? Well, agents asked to speak with the innkeeper about monsters and mythical beasts. The innkeeper glanced around, gave a cough and a sigh, and began mumbling under his nose. The last hunting trip of the year before winter set off for the forest not too long ago. They passed through here and told us they were headed up north for the mighty oak. If I were to guess, they knew something, and that's where your beast is at, but it might be a tricky situation getting there. He paused. Going over the high bridge will not be an easy feat right now, due to situations with the roads. The innkeeper scowled pointedly at the royal agents. You can also take the long way around, through the open fields, but it will be costly and only gods know what you might encounter. The folks at Stahu village could probably help you find a faster way. And the agents now leave. Agents left the inn, although rather reluctantly. We gained some prosperity from that. Very nice indeed. Okay, so we now have the ability to explore even further and go to the mighty oak over there. We can go to Highbridge, or we can go to Stahu village. Stahu village requires another 4 supplies, which I think is actually good. So we're going to do that. Agents entered a small village, no more than 5 families sharing 2 huts and a little barn. Everywhere they turned, they saw ruined fences and rotting barrels, and the stench of cow manure hung in the air. There was no sign of a lion, but the scattering of people still made a great commotion. "My husband is missing!" A woman wailed again and again. The village elder who comforted her turned to the royal agents. He told them he wanted to see the king at the Grevno castle regarding a beast and a missing person. Then he sent the agents on their way with a piece of bread. Crumbs, really? Alright, okay. We gained bread, and there's a village in the forest. I will not be able to explore anywhere else by the looks of things. As you can see, we don't have any further supplies. Our prosperity is almost maxed out, so we're going to be able to gain a significant amount of taxes next turn by the looks of things. Let me actually just take a quick look here. Yeah, no, we don't have enough for that just yet. Do we have enough here? The king pledged to find all 3. The special pig helped. Yeah, I mean, why is that in yellow? Oh yeah, because we actually did that more, so I gained more prosperity from that. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Crazy good. Okay, very nice indeed. I think I've done everything now, so we can now... Yeah, Aurelia was increasingly worried about the absolutely secret condition of the throne successor. King ERYK did all he could to support her. Okay, well that's good at least. So that means that I should probably go to the next week. Alright, so we need to collect supplies first of all, because we want to be able to explore. So let's do that. That's gonna take prosperity, as you can see. Can I go beyond 10? I can go beyond 10. So let's get 12, and then we're going to collect taxes. I'm going to try to collect as many taxes as possible. Here we go. There we are. And I think I'm probably just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to increase happiness or anything like that, even though that would probably be a good idea, but I'm just going to leave it for now. We don't have any points, of course. That's absolutely fine. This is going to cost 18 to get him fully... yeah, that's... Wow. That's actually really harsh. Now that I think about it, this is literally 38. So I'm only going to have 12 remaining, which is super, super big. Okay, I guess we're going to have to do it. I guess I will have to do it, right? I don't know. I guess, right? I don't know. Okay, fine. Well, whatever the case, I'm going to be buying another 2 of these, actually, and now I have 0 gold. What do you bet I'm actually going to need to spend gold in the next turn? That would be super funny, wouldn't it? Alright, never mind. Okay, obviously because we did some exploring, I did need supplies, and that's maybe the reason why we are now maybe not doing as well as we could potentially with the prosperity. We need to choose the location for the outpost today, Your Grace. Ah. Fair, I'm on it. I wonder if Sedani made any progress on her task. Well, we're gonna obviously see. So I need to choose the location. I don't actually have enough... Do I? I don't have enough to be able to do that. I don't have enough, I guess I'm gonna make it in the curvy thicket, I guess. It's gonna take us a lot longer to actually do anything there, you know, to push them towards the walls, but it is gonna be an extremely defensible location, so strategically it might actually be the best choice. Your Grace, Councilman Porcius is well again. I'm glad to hear that, but who is Councilman Porcius? The pig that sits on our village council. You helped save his life, and on top of that, our key vote went smoothly. Councilman Porcius wants you to wanted to send you a small token of our thanks. We'll remember the king's compassion toward every kind of creature. And what did he actually give me just now? He gave me dried rations. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That could be useful for us. Your Grace, sir, indeed, bad omens have fallen upon our village. First there was a terrible growling, like the very sky was tearing itself apart. Then our livestock started disappearing mysteriously. Everyone here grew hungry and sick. They say an evil beast makes its lair in the mighty oak, but 'tis haunted business indeed, and we want no part of it. Please, Your Grace, just leave this place. If you insist on investigating the mighty oak, well, we could show you the way, but we fear further curses from the beast. Perhaps if you could spare some food or medicine, even supplies would be welcome. Alright, so yeah, here you go. So this is obviously the main cause for concern here. So if I give them bread and this, that's really not going to do much. The witch can do something really, really good, as you can see, so that's going to be fine. Let's do it like that. Thank you, Your Grace. This will certainly make it worth our while. Tell your men to head north of the village. They can find markings on the trees that will take them to the oak in no time. Alright, wow, loads of petitioners today. What is going on here? This is scandalous. Beasts are haunting our land. And for what? Your amusement? Haven't we been through enough? They warned us. Calm yourself and get to the point. What is it that you want? How can you even ask that? Are you not the one who set lions loose to terrorize the villages? Is it not by your order that these new toll stations have sprouted along our roadways? You think I set beasts free in the forests? Why would I do that? What toll stations? Do not play the fool. We have seen it with our own eyes. The swans were right. You drive your people to desperation on purpose, so that you could swoop in to play the hero. Don't believe the swans. I understand now. You've been tricked. The bandit gang known as the Swans has been causing chaos in the area and spreading lies to Davon's people. They are the true source of your misfortune. I knew you would try to twist your way out of this. Blast your lies, blast your evil games. We will see who has the final say. Wow. It can be rather difficult to reason with the populace, Your Grace. Someone may be stirring up the people's discontent for their own benefit. I will keep my eye out and let you know what more I learn. Okay, so, here's the thing with that. If I had said I had nothing to do with this, she would probably still say the same thing. Right? I'm going to assume that she'd probably say the same thing. Back when I was a kid, seeing these silly little birds made me happy. But now, Your Grace, I have a severe problem. For a while now, this raven has been coming to our home to steal our food. We tried hiding our things, but the damn creature always finds a way. How can it open cupboards, you'd wonder? I know it's silly, but I honestly couldn't tell you, Your Grace. Every time I come in the house, poof, and it's out through the chimney with a bag of onions, even. Please help, Your Grace. All I need is another pair of hands to help catch it. Alright, maybe one of my agents can tackle this. This is a dangerous request. Really? It's a dangerous request? This is a potentially fruitful request. To gather additional rewards, try to position your agents on the gift effect. There's an option to complete this request using less resources than necessary. Settling for a past state will add an additional consequence quest to your queue in the future. Very interesting. Okay, so let's actually have a look here. So, if we do this, and then we do this, is that actually... No, that's not going to work. I mean, we need to land him exactly on the gift. So how does that work? Maybe... That's not going to work? No, that's not going to work. This is not going to work. As you can see, that's not going to work either. Oh, wait. Okay, we've only got 2 more people after this. If I do this, and then again, that's... No, see, that's not going to work. That's actually really, really bad. Huh. We could do something like that. No, I'm sorry. This is not going to work in any way. We're not going to be able to do the gift thing, so I'm going to just have to do a... What is the blood icon? What does the blood icon actually mean? I'm going to assume that that means bad things. So I'm going to just do this and just get ourselves to the next little stage there. That's going to have to be it. Thank you, Your Grace. With your help, we will be rid of the bird for sure. Alright, yeah, I mean, that's a problem. I have a bad feeling that Stan's probably going to get attacked by the thing. Anyway, Your Grace, I humbly beg for aid. My carts even, been robbed. Brigands took everything, even the horse. 20 years I've been on these roads, running trades between towns. Folks trust me to keep their goods and coins safe. Yesterday things ran late. I was still packing at dusk. No matter, I thought. Ride through the night, deliver on time. Phew, you old fool. Should have known better than to travel after dark. Food, medicine, supplies, all's lost. Now, how many good people will go without, and it's all my fault. Please, Your Grace, don't make me face them empty-handed. Help me get their things back, or at least replace what was stolen. Alright, sure, yeah, I'll help. A brigand's attack. Ooh. Right, okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's try and do this. Yeah, this is going to be problematic. Yeah, we're going to have to just do it like this, I guess. The brigands are to blame, not you. This ought to make things right. Take care. Oh, merciful king, I don't deserve such kindness. Thank you, Your Grace. Alright, so hopefully this guy needs the witch. Your Grace, they're going to get themselves killed. Please, Your Grace, you have to help them before it's too late. Slow down. Who's going to get killed? What's going on? Forgive me, one moment. It's Slava, Boria, Pashka, and the others. They're marching to their death as we speak. You see, the raiders have been ransacking our food stores for months. Folks are at their wits' end, but what can you do? Then Slava says, no more. Rounded up the others and set off, all serious-like. Said they're going to take it all back, the brave idiots. What are a handful of farmers with pitchforks to do against a dozen men with real blades? Please, Your Grace, if you don't send aid now, they don't stand a chance. Unfortunately, I don't actually have the ability to do this. As you can quite clearly tell. She's going to take damage doing this. But I have to send someone. Ah, see, now this is exactly why I should probably send the witch to do other things. She's going to take damage, but we're just going to have to heal her. I don't know how the healing system works, but this is a good opportunity to try it out. Of course, run ahead and let them know that help is on the way. Run? Again? Of course, Your Grace. Fast as I can. Thank you. Alright. Oh, who do we have here? Who's this? I please don't need an agent. Let me present you with a gift, Your Grace. It's a head. Yeah, I knew it was a head. Oh, wow, yeah, I knew it before even... This is a gift? Whose head is on my floor? This fella, well, he was one of the swans. Had just about enough of these people around my parts. Heard one of them in the tavern squawking about how they run this country. No more. Them swans really get on my nerves. So if you'd like help turning some white feathers red, I'm your man. That's exactly what I need right now. Your methods are extreme, but effective. You seem eager to get out in the field. I'm in no position to turn down the help. And I can't turn down a hot meal at the end of the workday. Simple as that. Just one thing. I don't mingle with magic. Very well. Could someone please tidy up this mess? That is hilarious. Much better. Okay, fantastic. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. If you'd like to see more, then by all means let me know. If you want to play the game yourself, you can. There's a demo out probably right now through the link in the description. Small download, nothing too large, and you too can play this right away. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.